Do you want to consolidate your Harry Potter game and expansion packs into just one box? Well, here's how I did it, so maybe you can get some ideas. First, you're not going to need most of these plastic organizers that your game came with, or these organizing cards, or most of these boxes. They just take up space. I actually used a lot of those boxes to help make my organizers that I'll show you. But we're going to start by putting some big things in there like this potions cupboard from the Potions and Charms expansion. Next, you're going to put in your instruction books and make sure that all the mini instruction books from each box 1, 2, 3, 4, are in the back. There are designated spaces for it in both of the expansion pack instructions books. So they both fit there. They're perfect. Next is those charm boards that came again with the Potions and Charms expansion pack. After those, you can put your player boards in there as long as the top of the player boards is facing those charm boards that we just put in, because they're a little oddly shaped. So that's lovely. That takes up half the board. Next, I saved the first box of every game, and I put the locations, the encounters, and the Horcruxes in these boxes. So for the one I'm showing you, the Monsters Box of Monsters expansion, all the locations for box 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the encounters for box 1, 2, 3, 4 are just in box 1. So perfect. I did that for the Hogwarts battle game, and I did that for the Potions and Charms pack as well. What's helpful is that each of these cards are labeled in the top right corner, box 1, box 2, pack 1, pack 2, so on and so forth. So even though they're all just in these boxes, you'll be able to figure out which one you need for your game just by looking at it. And I couldn't help myself, I had to label them real cute with my Cricut. So these go right there. Next is the Hogwarts cards, the potion cards, and the detention cards. So my little organizer there didn't have enough space to separate between the detention cards and potion cards. However, the potion cards have a little rubber band. So if that rubber band ever snaps, you can replace it with one of those tiny rubber hair ties, or if you still have a rainbow loom rubber band or anything you have lying around, so that they both fit together in this small space of this organizer. And then all the Hogwarts cards just go in that one space. I did not bother separating these between every game or every expansion pack, just because the way I play the game, we don't always do that. So I figured this was just easier, and if you really care, like when you're playing, you don't want all of them, you can just organize during setup. So yeah, they just all go right in there. And then this slides right on in, it just fits. So make sure your measurements are good. Next, we're doing dark arts cards. Now these I did separate out between game, box, and pack. So the main game and the expansion packs. But for like the Hogwarts cards, if you care to do that, you can pile them just like I did these dark arts cards, where, you know, the box is facing upwards and the pack is facing downwards, so you know, like, they're still organized, but they're just in one pile. But that's not how I did these. I made some drawers with some foam underneath so you can easily grab the stack of cards once they're in there. And I made these drawers using the boxes that came with the original game and the foam that came with the original game. And like I said before, you see that box 2 listed in the top right corner. So that's on every single card, you've probably noticed, but I definitely kind of just made my organizers as if you'd always be looking at the top right corner. I used a lot of material from the original games to make these, like that Dark Arts Cards organizational card that you saw me throw out a bunch in the beginning. I did use some when making these things. So that helped because I would not want to Cricut letters that tiny. So that fits perfectly. It's kind of a tight fit, but that's kind of better. Next, we need to do our villains cards, our creatures cards, our proficiency cards, and Patronus cards. And don't forget your turn order cards, which have this cute ticket to Hogwarts on the back. So I tried to make this organizer look like those trunks that they take to school with them. So we have the proficiency cards, and you'll see I reused those organizational cards again. And if you'll notice, these suitcases are made up of the boxes, the skinny boxes that I found in each of the game and expansion packs. I didn't alter these boxes at all, I just kept them the size that they were. And then I covered them in a printed paper. And I put an elastic and some beads so that you could close it up and the cards wouldn't fly everywhere. I did separate the villain cards and creature cards. Again, if during your setup of game and takedown of game you don't feel like separating them, you don't have to. Just put random cards wherever they go. But it's always nice, like if you are going to make organizers, have places for specific things. Just in case one day you do want to put them in their specific places and you want to find everything. So like before, this fits right in between there. It's tight fit, so nothing's rattling around. And next we have our potions pieces, which I kept separate from all the other loose pieces in the game. And these baggies are from the games as well. Now the only thing left are our character cards. I knew I wanted to make little envelopes for the character cards, so that's what I did. And I thought it was so fun to come up with a little character archetype for each character based on their power-ups that they get with their character cards. That way, if you play this game a lot or you play the same character, you can try just picking a character based on what's written on their envelope. And you get what you get. This was my favorite part of the organizational creating this thing project, because this is where I feel like the most fun personality can come through. With all the wax seals, the stack gets a bit thick. So if you are doing this at home, make sure that you stack the seals alternating each other, not on top of each other, so that they all fit in the box at the perfect height. And there they go. Perfect fit. Once again, make sure you measure. And there we go. You can put all of the necessary pieces from the Hogwarts Battle game and expansion packs into one box. All that's left to do is put the game board on top and your main game instructions, which again have all of the game 1 through 7 instructions in those back slots of that book. And you'll see it is perfectly lined up. The top's gonna close, there's nothing overflowing, there's nothing bulging, and it's fairly level, okay? I did my best. And let's close up the box. And now you can take it with you anywhere in just one box and put it away super easy, as long as you keep it in a temperature controlled room if you used hot glue, like I did. Have fun.